How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the island map. So I'm here on the hunt for an Ichthyornis. It's basically a hunting duck or a bird. So we're gonna use this guy to get prime meat early game, because usually prime meat you're gonna need to take out big dinos to get it. Since we don't have any kind of dino that could potentially attack those big dinos for now, we're gonna sort out on getting this dude to retrieve us some small creatures on a way that he would convert it. Instead of getting meat, he would convert it onto a prime meat. For example, dodo. We can get dodos, but as you might have noticed, if you kill dodos, you can get regular meat. But if you're gonna use this guy, you're gonna order him to attack the dodo. He's gonna go and attack it. Not only he's gonna attack it, he's gonna carry it and bring it to you once the dodo is down, and the dodo's body would turn gold. And when you harvest that killed dodo by an Ichthyornis, you can get prime meat. And we're gonna need prime meat because one of our main goals today is to get an Argentavis. I am itching to get an Argentavis because it's one of my favorite dinos on the island map, and I'm eager to get my old Argent because I have an old Argent which she carried us around. This was back when I was just playing on my own, so we're gonna also change the color of this Argent to match the color scheme that I have with my previous Argent. Now we took out the Ichthyornis there, and these guys would eat fish meats. So just go over here. I'm gonna hunt fish meats using my spear or my pike, because you can't fire a gun underwater. I've tried it. Okay. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay, I was avoiding this because when you bolo these guys, avoid it at any cost to bolo them over water. And I thought he is out of the water, but he is losing his life. He's dying. There it goes. I think we're gonna have to find another one. So there's another area that we can hopefully find another one. And we're back on the area that we were in before, as you might have remembered. Okay, that's the Morphodon. That's not an Ichthyornis. And there's a guy that we've avoided on the very first episode, the Alpha Carno, as you might see here. He is a level 20. Do not, under any circumstances, underestimate an Alpha over his level, because that 20 dude would take a lot of hits in order for you to take it down. The more the level is, the harder you need to kill those dinos. And as we might see here, our old thatch house, which we've abandoned because of that dude. And yeah, if you get out of an area, those dinos around that area would stay on stasis, so you can still get back at them unless some other dinos kill them. Alright, so we went over the area that we saw earlier, those rocks, as you might have noticed, because usually a ton of these. Speaking of, a ton of Ichthyornis usually spawn on these areas. And, oh, there's a level 95. How lucky. Hopefully we can try and get this dude, and they tend to wander off near water because their hunting pattern is diving in on the water to get fish. They're more like, I am not too sure it's a pickerel or what kind of bird does that in real life. Okay, that one was the level 15. We are not interested with it, but if he does come near us, we're just gonna shoot him. And level 15, maybe we would take at least one shot to take him out using our tranquilizer dart here. And as you might notice, I am using our rifle. Now, I am not or advising you to use your crank crossbow on these dudes because they have a low health. So it would take you more arrows to take them out, like to incapacitate them. So that dude just took our meat. It would take you more arrows, and more arrows you take in on these, the more chances they die. So that's a reason mainly why we're using rifles with dart ammo here. And as you might notice, I colored it green as well, as a big indicator that this is for hunting and not for killing. Let's go get some fish for this dude. Alright, let's put it in. No, you need to stand guard around this because they take a lot of time. Because as you can see there, they eat one piece, and even though my rates are high, it only moved the bar that low, so we need to watch out for this dude. Also, prepare some tranquilizer. I mean, from what I see here, okay, yep, this is the area. So I was just thinking, because this area here, just across the area where we knocked out the Ichthyornis, is the home of some beavers. But they're called Ichthyornis in this game. Beavers are a really great source of, like, beaver dams are a great source of cementing paste. You can raid that and take all the also white pearls are on these dams as well, and rare flowers. But if you raid or open up the dam and there's beavers around, they're gonna attack you, and they can hit you hard. As I can see here, there's a level 100. I really want to tame one, but I can't carry them. That's the reason why we need an Argent, because an Argent can carry small dinos. Also, dinos as large as a parasaur, it can carry. That's the main reason why we need an Argent. And we need a castroid or a beaver, because they're a great wood harvester, more than the stego that we have. And this guy is already up, and let's take him home. And let's maybe demonstrate how he does his job. So I've prepared everything here, especially the guys that we're gonna take on the journey, and I appropriately named them on the moving companies that we have here in the Philippines. We have Lala Movers here, and we're just gonna separate the two pteranodons that we're gonna take on this journey. So these two, I'm gonna group them on group number 6. That way I can command them uniquely without commanding any other dinos aside from those two. And also the main flyer that we're gonna be using, which is Firefly. I'm gonna group him as well. Okay, so the other pteranodon that we're gonna leave here which is JNT Express, will be a backup flyer. I've also stored some backup equipment on him, just in case we die going there or just in general. Alright, so we're ready to head on our journey, and it will be a long one because we won't be sprinting using these guys because they're soft or easy to be killed, so we're just gonna go fly without sprinting. We have arrived in the mountain. Now, these mountains are dangerous. Any mountains around the center of the map. These occupies some hyenodons, raptors, and saber-tooths. So before I land, I'm making sure that there's none of those because they could jump at us, the player itself. They can jump at the player, so they can take us off our flyer. That's the reason why I brought a shotgun as well, just in case that happens. So let's just block the only way up here, which is just two rocks right over here. And with this flyers or delivery guys, I've actually stored some of the building equipments because we're gonna be building traps, and also we're gonna be blocking the way up the mountain just to prevent any large dinos to get onto us, because usually there are alpha Rex, alpha Allosaur, alpha sometimes there's an alpha raptor lurking around here, so we're just gonna make sure that this area is blocked. One of the largest ways to get to the area where we're gonna build our trap, so let's just block it with our handy dandy wooden dino gates. That should be enough to block them for the meantime. So let's move on ahead, and we're gonna be building in here, just about the edge of the mountain. And basically our traps are consisting with wooden dino gates. We're just basically gonna lure the Argentavis inside of it, and then locking him in, and we're gonna shoot him outside of the trap with our tranquilizer darts. So that's the reason why I bought these delivery guys here to carry all of our stuff. And take note that pteranodons usually cannot carry a lot of things because they have less weight and less health. So it's really a gamble, but this is the only way we can get the best bird, the best flyer on the game, and also one of my favorite dinos on the game, which you are going to be seeing a lot using him out of any other dinos on the game. And that's one of the favorite dinos I have, and also one of the favorite or the best flyer that we could ever use. So let's just go on ahead and build this trap so we can get on. Alright, let's test this out, see if this works. So, the just has to go... Oh, okay. I have to make some changes. Alright, so I've widened the area. So, how the trap works is we're gonna lure the Argent here and we're gonna go out from there. And I'm sure that the Argent could not fit on those holes, but we'll see. We'll see. I think we're ready. Now I'm just going about and finding us an Argent, a decent level Argent. So let's just go around the mountain, because usually they're just around the mountain. Alright, no luck yet. Let's see, how about you? It's level 15. Level 95. That's the highest so far that we have. Now, you need to be careful around these woods as well. Do not, by any chance, fly below the woods. Just don't. You're gonna be surprised, because one of the best dinos I like as well, but in ground type dinos, is called Thylacoleos, and they're basically lions or tigers who just happens to live on those trees. And if you're near the area, they can jump on you, on the player itself, and they're gonna take you off of your dino, and you can't control yourself because he's gonna be dragging you until you are dead, and he's gonna consume you. So that's one good way of also losing your dino. So let's just lure this dude on our trap. Moment of truth. Let's see if this fits. And hopefully he won't go with us. He's just gonna be stuck there. Game? That usually work. Game? I need to make some changes. Alright, so I have a plan. So we're blocking off the exit, and instead we're gonna put a door on one of the stone gates. I mean, wooden gates. That way we can trap him. So, see, the gates are now closed. And okay, let's see. I need to break the wall that I created so we can get out with my firefly. So, yes. Now we're just gonna close the other gate on the other side. Hopefully he's not gonna go out. Come on, come on. There you go. Nice. So Argents can also damage wooden structures, but we have enough time to tranquilize him. So let's just shoot him a bunch of tranquilizer darts. Hopefully he won't be able to reach us, because I think my shots are blocked by those wooden gates. Okay, let's get a better vantage point. Right. His color is decent, but that's not the color that we are aiming for. We're gonna alter that a bit. You can normally paint your color, but instead we're gonna use a command to paint your color. If you are playing on a server, you can maybe ask the admin to do you a favor and paint one of your favorite dinos to your desired colors. You may search that on Google on what regions you have to color. There's also color IDs that you have to think about. Okay, now it's down. So let's go ahead and take. Okay. So the prime meat that we've gathered ahead was already spoiled. That sucks. Okay, but no worries, we got our Ichionis, so let's go hunt a dodo. What's up, guys? On this video I was really taking a while to go find some dodos, because usually they don't spawn in these areas. Maybe they spawn, but they get eaten by vicious creatures, because usually they spawn vicious creatures around this area. So I was just looking at about where I can find some dodos, and it hit me. I need to go to the beach where they usually are found. And guys, if you are enjoying the video, just please leave a like. That will really help the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, go on ahead and subscribe. And thank you guys. Appreciate it. Alright, that took us a while, and it took us so far. One good thing is Argent usually don't wake up that fast, so we're gonna demonstrate how we are gonna use Donaldo, which is our Ichionis, to get priming. Basically, we're just gonna command him to go fetch a dodo, and he's gonna fetch the dodo, carry it around, and hit it until it's dead. And he's gonna bring it back to us, drop it in front of us, and the dodo's gonna shine. And as you see, we've gathered prime meat. We're just gonna rinse and repeat that. And I've noticed that this is a really dangerous place, because I just saw a level 10 alpha raptor. So let's just wrap this around and take the least dodos that we can take. Well, we traveled this far, so hopefully this will be enough for our. Okay, what was that? my screen shaked. I thought there was a large dino around here, because usually wrecks any vicious dinos spawn on this area. Whew, that scared me. Okay, so let's just wait for Donaldo to bring us the head of the dodo so we can harvest some prime meats and feed it on our lovely Argentavis. Alright, I believe that should be enough. Okay, let's go on a ride. Well, where was Donaldo? Donaldo? Did I already pick him up? Okay, he's already on our shoulder. Okay, so let's go back and feed this to our Argentavis. Alright. Whew, that was a long travel. Way back. Okay, so let's take the prime meat. Let's isolate it. You can search individual items to isolate, and then you can transfer it over to your inventory much faster. Now, he is hungry because it took us a while to get the prime meats, so this should be enough, or it would instantly tame him. Let's see. Still got it, baby. Alright, so we're gonna name him later, and I'm gonna name him Shinkuru, and you may search that on Google. It's basically the nightmare that Lelouch is using from Code Geass, and we're gonna color scheme him out of that nightmare, or the like Gundam thingy. So really excited, and I need to build a saddle for him as well. So let's just go on ahead and go home, and I'll explain more on the functions of him and more on Donaldo as well. Alright, so we're back on our outpost. I'm just preparing some of the garden stuff. Anyway, so let me just introduce you formally on our Fiomias. I named them Shrek and Fiona because why not? Now, the only benefit we can get from these guys are they call feces. Basically, we're gonna force them to eat the white berries, which is stem berries, and it's gonna give them, just think of those berries as laxative. Now we're gonna force feed them those berries, and it's gonna force them to pour out some of those bad stuff inside them. And you just need to watch out for this food, because once it's drained out, that could potentially reduce their health. So I've already put a feeding trough near them with more berries on them, so they can just eat it automatically as long as they're near the feeding trough. And the reason why we need the thatch is we're gonna put it on the bin together with the bad stuff that he just gave us, and we're gonna put the feces inside of the bin with a stack of thatch, and that should convert into fertilizers, which is what we're going to use on our crops. It would take longer for fertilizers to be consumed by those crops, so you can stack upon them, so you don't have to put well, you can make do by just putting the feces directly on the crop plots where you plant your berries or your seeds, but it only has a low percentage for fertilizer, and it's gonna be gone in a short while. So fertilizers are really great, so you can get that by just putting the feces with the thatch inside of the bin, like so. Basically that's the use for the Fiomias. That's why I took them, and the reason why we need crops, or there are certain dinos that would be tamed faster by using crops. As you can see here, this is what the fertilizer looks like. and we've already had potato on that part, and he's really fast as you might think of his body, and he's really agile. Now let's introduce ourselves to my humble Shinkuru, and as you might see, I've bamboozled him with collars. So how I did it is through commands. You may search that in Google. It's you type in the command set target dino collar, and then select the region of the dino or which part of the dino you'd like to change the color of, and this is the color scheme that I choose because I really like that color scheme because it resembles the Shinkuri or the nightmare of Zero from Code Geass. Not only that, also I am sentimental because on my own game, the one that I just deleted, which I conquered the island, I had the same argent with the same color scheme. So that was his primary attack. He's just gonna like throw his beak on it, and secondary attack or third attack is not working while you're not flying. So this is the first attack if you're flying. This is gonna be using his claw, and this is the secondary attack. He's gonna grab on dinos that are not bigger than raptors, or not bigger. He can even pick up the Theomir, but he cannot pick up the Stegosaurus. There, I really hate raptors, but we can't damage them because he's already tamed by us. So gonna make him as a punching bag. He can also pick up small dinos using his third attack, which he can pick it up using his beak. So you can potentially carry 2 dinos. Where I'm gonna demonstrate it right now. Let's go find a small dino. And I saw when I was hunting for Ichornis, Lystrosaurus. Basically, they're like the small dinos that you can see. This, we're gonna grab them using R3, which is our third attack, which he's gonna bite off that guy. He's not gonna take damage. And let's grab the other one using our secondary attack, which is our claw. There you go. And as you can see, I'm carrying both of them. Let's take them home, and I'm demonstrating what they can do as well. Let's put them on this pen for now. And the way you tame them is just putting berries on the end of your hot bar, and you go near them and feed it to them when they're hungry. And just rinse and repeat that, and eventually you're gonna tame them. So let's just go and feed those guys, and we're just gonna wait for them to get hungry and then feed them again until they're tamed. Alright, so this is the third time we're gonna feed this guy, and that should be enough. Alright, so we're gonna name him XP Body, but not right now. Also this guy. The reason why we're calling them XP Bodies is because they're passive is if you pet them, they're gonna like put an aura around, which would passively put dinos or increase dinos experience without doing anything. So that's really great way to passively level up your dinos. Leveling up dinos actually, if you have a dino any levels at all, you can only level them up 88 times. No matter what level you've tamed them, you can only level them up to 88 times. And the maximum level of dinos that you can find in the wild, if your settings allows, is 150. That's the maximum level. Alright, so let's... Alright, I'm gonna introduce you now to Donaldo. So he is the same Itiornis that we've used to gather dodos, gather prime meat for us, but I've also collared him because it's hard to see where he was at earlier, and I really like the magenta collar, and he's looking sick. Donaldo is a really great utility dino for taming. Take these guys and put them here, because I am gonna introduce you formally to the tech parasaur that we were able to tame. And the main reason why I tame a male and a female variant of the tech dino is because we're gonna breed those two, and their offspring, we're basically gonna pardon them from life. The reason is, if you kill a tech parasaur, it's gonna give you items or materials that's gonna be useful late game, especially if you get on the industrial part of the game. This gal should be laying eggs any moment, and there you go. Now, there is a certain temperature for each eggs to hatch. You may search that online. I suggest downloading the app Dodo Dex. It's on Play Store for Android. I don't know for iOS if it's available, but they're a great app for tutorial as well and guides. So basically, this guy would heat up, or would prefer the egg for parasaur would prefer warmer environment. So we're just gonna burn a campfire and we'll drop him near it, and he should soon hatch. There you go. Almost there. It's so cute. But the purpose is pretty critical. Any dinos that you're gonna breed, and the offspring of those dinos will not be auto-tamed. You need to claim those dinos. So if you accidentally hit an aggressive dino that you just bred, and you haven't claimed that yet, that dino is going to attack you. So just watch out when you're breeding dinos as well. So we're just going to wait for this dude to grow up. My settings, I've maxed it out so they can potentially grow up almost instantly. I need to adjust that, I think. It's not growing up fast because we need an adult one, because the adult one would give us more materials, and we have to start gathering some tech materials because we are going to be moving out on the center of the island. That way every caves that we have to raid are approximately near, and I like building on the center of the map. Alright, a couple of minutes have passed and it's almost night, and this guy is not growing up yet. I need to adjust my settings for that, which is I'm gonna do later on. Right now I'm just gonna demonstrate you can also attack any dinos that you grab, but as soon as it's unalive, your object will drop it. You cannot carry dead creatures. As we can see, we got an element, a scrap, oil, and electronic parts. and those are going to be useful for our industrial age on the game, because it's not just gonna be wood all the time. We're gonna upgrade everything and hopefully you are gonna be there on that journey. I'm really excited for what's in store on our journey here in the island map, and hopefully we can go ahead and fight all the bosses on this map. And thank you guys for watching. I'm really enjoying the game, and if you haven't had the game yet, I really recommend it. It's a really great game. Although there's no tutorial for it, but you can learn it all the way. It's a really great survival game. Which is, I rank this above Minecraft. So this is my number 1, and Minecraft is my number 2. And let's just visit our stupid raptor, because I really hate raptors, because they will gang up on you, as we saw on a previous episode. Anyways guys, thank you for watching, and please leave a like. It will not take a minute, and it would greatly help the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Love you. See you.